elsewhere around the country. Like I said, we'll keep you updated. Yes, the pick of the crop, no doubt, is at Mandava Stadium, where Pure Platinum Play comes up against high-flying Mabviravira and Ginola. Quite, all those games, but the pick of the crop is at Mandava.
I think, and it seems like it's a potential title decider. Whoever wins this match today increases their chances of becoming the Zimbabwean champions come end of 2025. Yes, it's too early days, but this game, it's a nail-biting one. It's a big game. Yes.
And Coach Bex, this one, another one at Wadzanai Stadium, Chinuchedu Simba Bora come up against Gamecocks, who seem to have now got their stride back, their swagger back. That's another exciting one.
Yes, that's another exciting one. And also Simba Bora, I think they will always look back on the logo and say, Scotland, FC Platinum are really coming. So the best they should do is to start to keep on collecting points. I think last week they managed to get a draw. The previous week, and they had lost it to Tel One. That on its own and thing doesn't sound good for them as they are trying to defend the title. So it's going to be an exciting game for Simba Bora and Chicken Inn, because Chicken Inn have really revived with the registering of some new players during this window, and they seem to have picked some form in one way or another, the way they've played so far, especially the game they played against Dynamos. They played very well and scored 3 goals, and they hope that today when they go to Simba, they will continue from where they left.
Yes, and a basement clash there, Yada and Triangle at the Hart Stadium. That one, Ginola, another cracker.
Yeah, it's another cracker, also considering that Triangle, they've gone for almost 8 games unbeaten, same as Yada. They are also trying to fight relegation. But Triangle, seems now to be in a better position. But if you look closely at the log table at the bottom there, they are only separated by about 3 points from the team that is lying third from bottom. And if, as you can see the log there,
yes,
if Dynamos can manage to start collecting points and start climbing up the ladder, then that may be danger again for the likes of Triangle, Greenfield, Chicken Inn, who are traveling to Wadzanai Stadium this afternoon. And Joy Antipas, with the signings he did, look, Lino Chikua seems to have regained his scoring boots. In his debut at Chicken Inn there, he's on loan from Scotland. He scored against Dynamos, and they're also fighting there. Bikita Minerals, another team that is also in trouble again. They are playing tomorrow, so it's a dog-eat-dog at the end and also at the top. So it's very exciting, this 2025 Kasolaga Premier League.
Yes, whilst the Dynamo supporters can't wait to see Mundi Kumbuke, Denver Mukamba in action today. But, a bit of a disappointing fact is that Denver Mukamba will not be starting. He is on the bench, Kevin Kayindo. But let's just talk about the log standings. As you can see, it's wide open, isn't it? Simba Bora, Scotland, Mwos, and FC Platinum. Those are the 4 favorites, hot favorites. But don't rule out Ngezi. They're coming up. Tell One, their coach, has made a bold statement. That's Herbert Marua, Jompano, that they're gunning for the championship. And also, the students, high flying, tomorrow they take on Lowly Place Club, Kwekwe United. So, Coach Bex, the top 4 there, the top 4, those are the ones who are really being tipped for the championship. But you can't rule out, the likes of Ngezi, Tell One, and the Rentals.
I think at the moment, when we look at it, we always say Simba, Scotland, Mwos, FC Platinum. To me, those that might end up being like a force. four horse competition where we will get the champion from those four. Although we have seen Ngezi trying to come up as well as Tail One, they've shown that they are ready to be fighting. But I think these four, they seem to be really stable and ready. And I think with the coming in of
sorry to butt in, Coach Bex, as we see Dynamo Dimbare Chazunguza 7 million the Glamour Boys aina ngezi aina ngozi ako mazita kuita kupfekerana rolling into Rufaro Stadium in Mbiles, and there is the dressing room for Dimbare. Like I told you, Denver Mukamba will be wearing jersey number 35, but he's starting on the bench. Even the Ghanaian new players are not starting as well, but you got the usual guys. Shadrach Nyawa, the captain, is in. Emmanuel Jalai, the captain, is back. Nyawa is there as the vice captain, and Leroy Mafunga there as well, as we wait to see Mwos. The Panthers, Udzana, they'll be wearing that red kit. And the man to look out for will be number 25. Let's see if the number 25 jersey, we're gonna get it here, because number 25 is worn by the man they call Mbappe in Norton. That's Billy Veremu. He is the one who is the leading goal scorer in the country, 11 goals to his name. But Washington Navaya as well, joint leading goal scorers. Him and Washington Navaya on 11 goals. Billy Veremo will be the man to watch, Ginola, for this game here.
Yes, Billy Verem actually wears just number 35. 25 is Salif chair. Billy Verem is very, very dangerous. He had gone for quite on a dry spell, but last weekend he managed to find the back of the net to equal the scores on 11 goals with Washington Navaya washed off tail one. So this afternoon, I'm sure he's looking forward to add to his tally, and they are vying for the golden boot.
Let me just butt in, because Dimbare there we can see Mundi Kumbuke. Denver Mukamba, they are going to be disappointed there at Rufaro, because they were hoping that he would start. But I don't know, how fit is he, Ginola?
Yeah, Denver, I think the issue of fitness is the reason why he's on the bench. But one thing you should remember is his last professional goal was against Mwos in the Northern Region Division 1 last season. So today he faces Mwos, maybe coming off the bench, maybe it might change something. But I'm sure we are going to hear some whistles from the Vietnam end before he comes in, especially if KK takes time to introduce him. Unless if things will be going Dynamos' way, maybe those whistles might not be as loud as we expecting.
Yes, the last time they played Mwos a couple of months back. They went to Ngoni Stadium. Dynamos, that is, they lost by 1-0. So they need to, like I said, mission impossible 1 is today. And can they do it? Can they do it? That is the big question. And of course, the Panthers are here. They were knocked off the top page. They are now number 3 behind log leader Simba Bora and number 2 Mavira Vira, who seem to have just gone up and lit their own flame. And of course, Knowledge Musona, a lot of people will be expecting him to start at Mandaba. But back to Mbiles Rufaro Stadium, Mwos and Coach Bex, can Dynamos do it really against Mwos?
I think the information which we are getting is Dynamos, things have not been going on well. No winning bonuses, no sign-on for players. So definitely the morale has been very, very low. And especially in this era where we have betting going on, you end up even suspecting that some might go behind the players to say, I'll give you this. If you lose, guys, you get this. These are some of the things which have been happening. But of late, we heard that this week, all those monies owed to the players, the winning bonuses have been given, have been paid. And I think being paid, definitely the morale is a bit higher. So the body language and
this speech is quite bad. Look at it. Look at the speech. It's deplorable, isn't it?
Yes, the pitch is very, very bad. I think a lot of people have talked about Rufaro Stadium. I'm not surprised that you are still talking about it. It has been, to us, it's now normal. We normalize what is not normal, and this is what we have done for Rufaro Stadium. And to get the best from the players, it becomes a bit difficult for the players themselves. I think the authorities need to think about it and see how best they can try to make sure that they improve on it later, or maybe in the near future. But for this year, I think teams will just take it as it is, or the authorities might end up saying, let's close it.
Yeah, but if Rufaro Stadium is closed, what's going to happen? There are 4 teams, if 5 that use Rufaro Stadium. You got Dimbare there, you got Scotland, you got the Rentals, and what will happen? Where are they going to play? The only other stadium in the capital there is the Hart Stadium,
Stadium.
Will they be able to share all that? So the stadium situation in Zimbabwe, deplorable, quite sad. And elsewhere, outside the country, in South Africa, for instance, I don't want to go to Europe, just across the border, teams have got their own stadiums and so on. Why can't our teams have their own stadiums? This is what bugs me. All these years, why, Ginola? Why can't our teams have their own stadiums?
Yeah, I think that's another story for another day, CNN. It's very, very difficult, especially with the economic hardships, the teams, what they are going through. But as you've seen, that Herenda's, they want to partner with the city of Harare to renovate Dziwarasekwa Stadium, which would be very good news for Zimbabwe. But as for now, I think I will agree with Coach Bex. I think it's high time we close Rufaro Stadium. Remember, during the COVID era, there's a time when there was no stadium at all in Harare, where teams, even Dynamos, were using Baba Field as their home ground. Cape Town were using Mandava, some Bata. But now we have Hart, we have Wadzana, we have Ngoni, which are within traveling distance from Harare. I think the furthest will be Wadzana, which is about 80 kilometers. Ngoni is only about 45. Yada's Hart Stadium is within Harare. This state of what you've seen at Rufaro Stadium, it's unacceptable at this top level of football. We can't, we now nickname it Chemanza. It's no longer Rufaro Stadium. Yeah. It's no longer the ceremonial home of football. Yeah. Yes.
It's so sad, because everything is up. Even some Division 1 teams are using that as well. So that's why that pitch is so deplorable. Well, we won't carry on any longer about that. Those are the pictures coming from Rufaro Stadium. That's the southern end. That's the Mbare end. We call it the Mbare end, where usually the Dynamo supporters are housed. But the majority of the Dynamo supporters are housed on the Vietnam stand. That's the eastern stand. But enough said, and we now look forward. But quickly, before we go, Ginola, you're focused. Quickly, focused.
Allow me not to predict, but to use my heart. Dynamos 2, Mwos 1.
Dynamos 2, Mwos 0. Coach Bex. Scoreline, just the scoreline.
Scoreline.
Yeah.
2-1 to Mwos.
Right. 2-0, Dimbare 2-1 to Mwos. I'll go 1-1 draw then. So let's cross over to Rufaro Stadium and join Stanley Katsande and Joseph Nkani. We'll be talking to you at halftime.
A very good afternoon to you all and welcome to Rufaro Stadium, where Dynamos are hosting Mwos, the team that is based in Norton. And this is a team that is causing quite a stir in the Castle Lager Premiership, because they led for the best part of the first half of the season, only to be toppled a few weeks ago by Simba Bora, another team. Of course, these are the defending champions, Simba Bora, who have managed to reclaim their top spot. But I can tell you that Mwos are bitterly determined to make an impression today as we pause for the national anthem. is Zimbabwe's national anthem ngaikomborerwe nyika yeZimbabwe kalimusiswe ilizwe leZimbabwe. God bless our land is the national anthem there as we see the two teams meeting each other, with Mwos going across to meet their counterparts. Mwos, of course, are the ones in white and maroon. We'll find out very soon which way they'll be playing. But a very interesting thing today is that Mwos coach Lloyd Mtasa's son is turning out for Dynamos today.
Yes, it's a very interesting,
how
family encounter.
If we get a result today, it means somebody will be unhappy at home. As the match officials have just conducted the toss. And of course, the three match officials are led by Tafazwa Jo, Wirima Mroiwa on the near side. Kudakwa Shechirairo will be on the far side with Messi Mayimbo as the fourth match official, and Hasman Zingoma is the match commissioner. There you see the three match officials. Confirmation of the man who will be in charge, and that lady walking towards you is Messi Mayimbo. She is the match fourth match official, and that is Mwos going through their pre-match ritual, trying to get back to their rich vein of form. A run that gave them the leadership of the league for quite some time, and Dynamos, as usual, kneeling along the goal line. Yes, indeed, Mwos today compelled to change their kit. As we take a look at the visitors, they've got Martin Matpisa, a former Dimbare player, now turning out for the Norton-based outfit. Innocent Zambezi, another one who turned out for Cape United, and Valentine Katsande playing on the right-hand side of defense. They're playing a 3-5-2 formation, a clear sign, Joe, that they would like to attack and attack and attack in order to get back to the top.
Yes, I think that formation for me speaks of a coach who wants to congest his midfield and make sure he wins all the midfield battles. When they are on the offensive, he has one or two more men who he can upload up front. And when they are out of possession, I think he's also wanting to consolidate his defensive formation and have at least one more additional man defending any threat. So, yeah, perhaps a good strategy for Coach Lloyd Mtasa, showing his intention that he's still serious about the league title.
Yes, indeed. He may not admit to it, but definitely they are thinking about the title as well. They would like to emulate Black Rhinos, who came from Division 1 in 1984, a long way back. They came into the Premiership and won the league. No one has done that ever since. Let's wait and see if the team from Norton can do it. Dynamos, of course, are virtually one of the biggest teams in the country, and they've won it a massive 22 times. But this time around, Joe, we are talking of a countdown to doomsday for Zimbabwe's biggest football team.
Yes, if Dynamos are intending to save their skin and maintain their status in the Premiership, they need to start winning today. Because coming into this game, Stanley, Dynamos are lying on position 17, which is a very precarious position for a team of the Dynamos stature.
Yes, and kick-off. And Dynamos with Jalai playing it backwards, finding Magwaza. Guatizo gets the return pass. They flick it through. This one is given away, picked up in the middle of the park. Lovely touch there from Mwos, who will be flooding the middle of the park. This is a good run. Adavanda, is it? Turns one way then the other and plays this one way to the other side. Nigel Martina is a tricky customer. I remember watching him destroying Highlanders at Ngezi at the Baobab Stadium when Mwos were still building their stadium. They were using the Baobab Stadium, and he was quite a tormentor in chief on that particular day. Here they come once again, Mwos. Jalai takes it away, finding Pio. Telmo Pio plays it backwards. Mandivei allowing his goalkeeper Dafremutsa to clear. And Kasondo given a push. And the ref awarding him a free kick. It's a free kick in a good-looking position to be taken by Temptation Chiunga of Timbare. A very emotional Dynamos crowd on the Vietnam stands as Chiunga plays this one into the area. And it's taken away. Jalai blasts it off a defender. And Guatizo has given it away. Mwos are coming through now. It's looking dangerous. Can they do something about this one? And it goes away. Marvin Mudzuka should have done a lot better.
Yeah.
After the captain had committed what could have been a very serious offense, but Mwos failed to take advantage.
Yeah, he failed to punish him. I thought there was a better option on the right-hand side where there was a player from Mwos, that was Nigel Martina, who had taken a position on the right-hand side. I thought that was a better option to play.
There's Billy Veremu, a man who is scoring goals like they're going out of fashion. Guatizo plays this one forward, trying to find Kasondo, but tightly monitored there by Atabanda, who is drifting back in defense. It's Innocent Zambezi, rather. Pio. Telmo Pio plays it wide to the far side, again giving away possession rather too cheaply. And the Pandas have just taken over. Nyawa plays it to the near side here, looking for his captain. Chiunga loses possession, but it's picked up now by Pio, who had a rush of blood to his head. He's trying to beat Mapisa from that sort of distance. He should know better because he's a former teammate, Joe.
Yeah, they will know each other from Dynamos. Mapisa is not a rookie goalkeeper. He's someone that you need to be very sure when you want to beat him. So Telmo Pio there was very ambitious, and I don't think it would have troubled Mapisa in goal for Mwos.
Yes, Mwos are coming through now, but Mandivei takes over. Nyawa allows the ball to go. He recovers. Mandivei picks it up now for Chiunga. Guatizo clipping it forward. Picked up once again. Abubakar Moffat. And Dimbare fighting for possession with Nyawa, who is hauled to the ground. And hands on hips. Surprised that the offender did not get even a talking to from the referee. Play continues here. Mandivei for Chiunga. Slips it through for the captain, Jalai. He needed support which wasn't forthcoming. And it's cleared away this time around. Zambezi. Here he comes back once again. Innocent Zambezi heading it forward. Nyawa wins it. But Mandivei can guide it back. It's a long one. Here is Jalai. Again, off an opponent, and he plays it back. Timbare with Kasondo, who brings it down well. Finds Chiunga. The cross looks good. And a chance there for Timbare. Referee says play on. And the Vietnam stand not happy with that. Veremu picks it up for Mwos. They're coming through now with Atabanda. The sliding tackle. And it's a free kick. Hotly disputed by the crowd. They are fired up today.
The crowd making their opinions known. I think they are responding to the first incident where Mwos defense had a physically challenging tackle that Dynamos fans thought they should have earned a free kick. And then a few seconds later, Dynamos were on the defensive mode. And of course, the fans are not happy with that. And I must say, Stanley, the fans, I think, have expressed their presence. They've told Dynamos that we are here to support you. Please give us something. Get the 3 points.
And yes, indeed, they are in full voice. The free kick will come from the far side. What can they do with this one? It's played high into the area. It's cleared away by Dimbare. Doesn't go very far. Zambezi's effort is blocked. And again a chance. Commotion in the area. The goalkeeper goes down well and takes it away. Long clearance. Will the youngster keep the ball in play? No, it goes out for a throw. That was good vision by the Dimbare goalminder.
Yeah.
That is Prince Tafremutsa. Unfortunately, his intended target did not have the pace. Here's Gwatidzo now with a good-looking cross, neatly taken away by Martin Mapisa, who is contesting with Washington Arubi for the national team jersey. Here's Martina to nobody. Dynamos get it back. Peel flicks it upfield before bringing it down. The return pass. And this one is played into touch for another throw to be taken by Gwatidzo. As we take a look at this is Ruziva. Of course, the rumor has it that Martin Mapisa has lost it. And the goalkeeper recovers. He went for a showy piece of goalkeeping, and then when he fell, he lost the ball, and an alert striker might have easily taken advantage.
Indeed, Martin Mapisa there losing the ball in a way that you would not expect him to do. But Dynamos striker was already down on the ground, not putting his eyes on the ball. Had he kept his eyes on the ball, he would have known that Mapisa had lost the ball and would have come in to capitalize on that.
Yes, and Jalai gets a kick in the head, so the referee immediately stops play so that he can be attended to. And they're just checking with the Dynamos captain whether he needs medical attention. Well, like a soldier, he says, let's carry on. This is how it happened. That was Nigel Martina knocking Jalai, and the result is a free kick, which will be taken here by Chiunga Temptation. It's neatly brought down. Marvin Muzuka. And this one is a long one. And out of play for another Dimbare throw. 8 minutes played. If you're joining us for the first time, you haven't missed much. It's 0-0 the scoreline here as Jalai prepares to dispatch the throw. It's a long one from the Dynamos captain. Abu Bakar Moffat clears the danger. Chiunga is beaten in the air. And Magwaza blasts it away. Chiunga takes it down. Tries a pass but fails. Another throw. The return pass is good. Jalai flicks it through. Nearly giving the ball away, and he goes down. That will be another throw. But of course Jalai wanted something better. Oh, he gets it. The free kick quickly taken, maybe too quickly. And the Dimbare captain wasn't prepared.
I think Temptation Chunga would have given him a better ball. Look, Jalai was coming off the ground. He's still trying to recover and get his breath back. And then he fed him with a long ball that expected Jalai to hunt and put it under his spell. I think Temptation Chunga would have done better there.
Definitely should have done a lot better. Mwos, the Panthers, will be taking a throw from the near touchline here. Martina operating from the left-hand side. Plays it to Zambezi. Oh, it's a good-looking cross. It's taken by the goalkeeper. Tafremutsa, who throws a long one to the far side. Dimbare, a lovely trick there. And the referee awards a free kick, no more than that. That's the skill of Leroy Mavunga. The ball played through. Good clearance from Mwos. Doesn't get very far. Here comes Chiunga. trying to play to his captain who wasn't there. It goes out of play for a throw, which will be taken by Innocent Zambezi. Lloyd Samaita Mtasa bellowing instructions from the near touchline. Is the Dynamo's son. Having played his youth football at Dynamos, of course, he started off with Kunaka or Fachitungwe's Lloyd Mtasa. He used to entertain crowds here at Rufaro Stadium as a 16-year-old. Now in charge of the Panthers. Mwos was certainly making their presence in the Premier League felt by everyone. That's a Timbare throw. And the captain to take it, Jalai. Long one inside the area. Zambezi, it's Martina who makes it safe. Chiunga brings it down. It's taken away once again. Mutasa Jr. Wisdom Mutasa turns away, showing skills like his old man. And the Gasondo has got the wrong touch. Here's Pio. Pio trying from afar. Good catch by Mapisa, but what a shot from the little man, and the crowd in the Vietnam end has come alive.
A good turn from Telmo Pio. The first time he received the ball, he actually put the ball under his control. He turned, controlled it nicely, turned, and had a shot at goal. Actually a shot on target, which Martin Mapisa had to earn his money from saving it.
Yes, he went down so well like a good goalkeeper to keep this one out. But no doubt Dynamos are threatening. They seem to have realized the reality of being relegated if they don't pull their socks up.
Yeah, it is a different performance. That was, as you see that turn there from Pio. He let go of a shot. It bounced off the ground and Martin Mapisa had it under control. Otherwise, it's a good effort from Telmo Pio. Good pressing from Dynamos, making their intentions known that they want to get a goal from this game.
Yes, indeed, as a Mwos restart. This is Zambezi playing it wide on the far side. The header has gone out of play. Goal kick to Dynamos. 0-0 the scoreline. 13. We enter the 14th minute of this Castle Lager Premier Soccer League match at Rufaro Stadium. Goalkeeper plays it well. Jalai bitten in the air. Mutasa finds it with the header. Nyawa to Chiunga, who has given away possession. Play on, says the referee. Here they come once again with other Banda. The flick looks good, and the goalkeeper is off his line and takes it away. He is looking for Leroy Mavunga. His first touch lets him down, and it goes out of play.
I think we need to mention Tafire Mitsa's distribution. So far, he has shown us that he's a good goalkeeper. He has got an eye for good ball distribution. Each time he receives the ball, watch where he places the ball. I think that's what you want from a goalkeeper. A goalkeeper who can play not only off his gloves, but even off his boot.
Yes, indeed. Tafire Mutsa showing some distribution skills here at Rufaro Stadium. Each time he finds Leroy Mavunga. And with a bit of luck, he could have caused lots of anxious moments. Here's Nyabunza now for Mwos. Fits his mark up easily before guiding it back to his goalkeeper, Martin Mapisa. And they plays this one onto the path of Martina. Martina beats Mutasa quite easily. Wisdom Mutasa still down. Play continues. Billy Veremus cross. And it's cleared away. Timbare now will go through. And finally, the referee has blown. But surely, I think we need to take a second look at Tafazwa Joe.
And Captain Jalai, they're going to talk to the referee.
Yes, indeed. But I think they do have a reason to complain. If he feels that this was a head injury that required immediate attention, he should have stopped it then when Mwos were attacking. Now Dynamos were attacking, that's when he remembers that we need to stop play because this player is injured. it's very difficult playing the advantage role. But, you know, from the first instance, Wisdom Mutasa had his head in his hands.
Yes.
A clear sign that it was a head injury.
Head injury, yes.
So, yeah, Tafazgasho missed that one. Let's see how well he progresses as the game wears on.
And brings an interesting question, Stanley, to say when a team has a man down and they are on the offensive, do you stop play or you allow them to accrue advantage? But when they lose possession, when the opposite team now is on the offensive, then play is stopped. I think something has to be reviewed in that instance.
Indeed, as Dynamos now still trying to go forward. Gwatidzo putting on the pressure and plays this one to Martin Mapisa in a goalless situation. This one is taken down by Atabanda, who falls under challenge. Play continues. Mudza, Malvin. A player is down, but it's a leg injury. The cross comes in, and finally, and this shot goes over the bar. No problems there for goalkeeper Tafire Mutsa, and finally the ref can come back and attend to Atabanda, who has decided to get up and get on with it for the Panthers. Yes, Magwaza, I think he must have picked up a knock, but decides to play on. That's a long searching ball. Kasondo's header, and it's massively cleared away by Valentine Katsande. Haven't seen much of my namesake on the right hand side of defense for Mwos. There one hopes that he will keep the name going. Throw in to be taken by Gwatidzo, the Dynamos left back. Here it comes to Mavunga. Back to Gwatidzo. Lays it square for Nyawa. Good take by Chiunga. Here they come once again. Chiunga tries from afar, and this one goes wide. You can see they're hungry. Even the Vietnam end, where the Dynamos fans are housed, is applauding every move by their team here. They've tried to start this game like a house on fire. 18 minutes played. They've already made this man here in the picture, Martin Mapisa, to earn his wages once or twice. Here's Nyabunze. Into the center. This is Abu Bakar Moffat. Ball played back once again. Moza. And Gwatidzo was the first to arrive. Pio does well to turn his marker. And he's hauled down, and it's a free kick. Free kick to Dynamos. Let's see how they take this one. And out of your picture, Lloyd Mtasa, my goodness me. He is furious. His son is about to take the free kick for Dynamos. Like I said earlier, we do have father and son in opposing camps today. Dynamos just number 4, the big fellow behind the ball, is Wisdom Mutasa. He plays a good looking one. The goalkeeper punches it away, but Timbarewe already caught offside.
But that was a good delivery from Tasa. Yeah, anything could have happened if only the Dynamos attackers had washed their lines. Good delivery in Tasa.
Very good delivery indeed, and Martin Mapisa did well. Here they pick it up once again with Malvin Mudzuka. Gwatidzo to Nyawa, who blasts it away. He feels that he didn't have enough space. Abu Bakar Moffat controlling the middle of the park, with Lloyd Mtasa throwing 5 players in the middle of the park to try and force Dimbare into a defensive mode. Mtasa playing the ball in the wrong direction. It runs out of play for a throw-in. But Innocent Zambezi playing it back to his goalkeeper, who is exchanging passes with Nyabunze. The big defender is a loyal servant and a very, very vital cog in the Mwos outfit. Mapisa's clearance is long. Taken away by Jalai. Leroy Mavunga fighting for possession. Kasondo beaten in the air.
News coming from another center, another big gameplay happening in Zishawane. Scotland are now in the lead through a penalty taken in by Walter Msona. Scotland 1, FC Platinum 0.
Yes, Norman Mapesa there facing a tricky situation. Gwatidzo has just lost possession. Mwos are coming through. This is Marvin Mudzuka rather. This one is blocked. Abubakar Moffat playing a long searching ball. Picked up nicely with Msiwa. This one got it backwards. It's taken away by Pio. He's looking for Kasondo. Turns away from his marker, but well done, Innocent Zambezi. He read the move very well. Yabunze was completely beaten, but Zambezi read the situation and saved it for the Panthers. Wisdom Mutasa trying to find his captain, who is now under pressure. Jalai tripped, and the referee quite rightly awarding a free kick. Much to the chagrin of the Mwos crowd. Take a second look at it. Yes, he never got to kick the ball because he was stripped. Dafremutsa to take it. He plays a long one. Kasondo again beaten in the air. Mutasa, Wisdom. Good skills, turning away from his marker. This one played into touch. While his father is urging his players to make sure they keep a tight rein on the movements of his son here. He could spoil the party for the Panthers. Zambezi's clearance. Nyawa beaten in the air. Jalai. Throw into Dynamos. 23.5 minutes played. Still 0-0. And Innocent Jalai, Manuel Jalai rather, will come for a throw-in. For a moment he wanted to throw it to Chiunga, and he finally does do so. Mutasa Bitney on the ground. It's picked up by Nyawa. We're trying from afar. I don't think it's a good idea to disrespect Mapisa that much. This one is cleared away. Abubakar, lovely touch from the big midfielder. Martina. Turning one way. Martina can be a tricky customer. But again, blocked by Pio. Well, I must say, should be commended for a job well done so far in the middle of the park. He's been closing down Mwos. Well, more and more trying to get into this game here, but Fremutsa will pick this one up. Short one played to Magwaza. Playing a long one forward. Headed away. Doesn't get very far. Picked up in the middle of the park. Pio still chasing. Lays it through. Mutasa tightly monitored. Mutasa, of course, is one of the new players that Timbare brought on board. Mandive. Zambezi to Martina, who crosses the halfway line. Mandive comes in with a tackle, brings down Martina. Free kick, says the referee, Tafazwa Joe. The Mwos player still down, Martina. I'm sure he's fine. He's just pulling up his socks so that he can get up and gets on with it. There he is at the bottom of your picture, Nigel Martina. He's going to take the free kick himself. And the man in blue is Ruziwe, who is in charge of Dimbare at the moment. And chances are that maybe next week a new coach will be taking charge, and we hear it's going to be Kelvin Kaindu, the Zambian. Here's Martina, poorly done. And Dynamos clear. Kasondo helping out in defense, brings it down, and I think he's being harassed unfairly. Free kick. Jalai spots it carefully. And again, Jalai being closed down. Mwos are well aware of the danger that the Dimbare captain will pose. And every time he has got possession, they are closing him down. Emmanuel Jalai takes a long throw, looking for Wisdom Mutasa, who fails to get onto it. Valentine Katsande clears. Innocent Msiwa getting past his marker. Tripped. Referee tried to play advantage. Ball played into touch. He says a free kick. It's match day 24. Look at the bottom of your pictures there, the updates. Scotland leading by 1-0. And the rest of the match is still goalless. As you see, ZPC Kariba versus Green Fuel. Katsande's throw. This one comes to Msiwa. Plays it through, but again cleared away by Magwaza. Dimbare giving as much as they get, because when under pressure, Joe, I must say, they are defending quite well so far.
Yes, indeed, Stanley. And of course, that hasn't been Dynamo's problem. Dynamo's problem has not been leaking goals at the back. They've just not been scoring. Because to date, right now, as we speak, Dynamos have scored only 6 goals and conceding 18. So that has been their problem. They don't score, but defensively, they still remain fairly tight and solid at the back, only that they don't score up front.
Yes, sir, they've got too many draws, and even those draws are actually goalless draws. That was a good ball play to the far side by Mchkambizi. Dimbare pick it up now. This is Peel. Chiunga tries a first time pass. Now Leroy Mavunga. He has got 2 players to contend with. Brings in a good looking cross. The intended target slips and the ball is cleared away. Mandivei bitten in the air. Chance here! And the handball, a free kick.
That could be problems. Wasn't he the last man?
It looked like, but unfortunately...
That would be an interesting situation. Let's see what the ref is going to make a decision of. It could be trouble for Dynamos.
Yeah, if he reads the rule book well...
He was the last man.
But there was another... Well, it was another Mwos player on the side. Yes. Let's take a second look.
He is the last man. Look, he is the last man.
Yeah.
What is on the far side is coming in to touch him to support.
He's too far. Oh, look, but
yeah, we can't fault the referee.
Exactly,
yeah, well, they don't have VAR.
Exactly.
Yeah, we have the benefit of reviewing the screen and see what happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Dynamo survived in this instance. Otherwise, someone would have taken an early shower in the first half.
Free kick to the Panthers. In a good-looking position if they have got a hard hit of the ball. I would fancy Abu Bakar Mofa to take it. But I see Martina is part of the committee. So is Tinotenda Mchambizi. Nyabunze withdraws. But it looks like young Nigel Martina is set to take it. Mchambizi brings the goalkeeper. Poor service from the goalkeeper. He nearly gifted them a goal as we confirm the scoreline 0-0 here at Rufaro Stadium. 30 minutes played, 15 to go to the Oranges.
It didn't look like a harmless shot, Stanley.
It looked
was
harmless.
On target, yes, but didn't have the sting that we could say Prince Tafire Musa could be troubled by.
I think he wanted to come up with a showy piece of goalkeeping. Here is Chiunga. Temptation. Slits through for Mutasa. I think Mutasa should be putting more and more effort. like a player of a team that is fighting relegation. You need to see more and more of that. Otherwise, he's immensely talented, no doubt about that.
Yes, he is talented, but if you look at his demeanor, he comes out like you're lazy, lackadaisical player. It's his frame of in terms of his body.
Yeah,
but, talented, yes. Yeah, maybe to do with application. How do you apply yourself in the game?
Well, we had players like that, the likes of Moses Chunga, Ronald Sibanda, and others. But then when they get the ball, these players would make a huge, huge impression. We do have a stoppage here because the goalkeeper is injured, and both sets of players are taking advantage of the break in play to get some more instructions. And Ruzive is reinforcing the instructions. Yeah, you can read the desperation on the faces of the Dimbare faithfuls. Because if they lose their first choice goalkeeper, well, they do have two more goalkeepers on the bench. Interestingly, I'm seeing this for the first time. Yeah, because Tatenda Makoni is one such player. Sitali Nyambe is the other. And Prince Tafremutsa is the first choice goalminder who is being attended to.
And if you look at the Dynamo substitute bench, there's one centre forward and the two goalkeepers, and then the others, of course, are midfielders. And when one looks at the way Dynamos have been struggling for goals, you would expect an offensive squad of players, a bench maybe that is also loaded with maybe 2 or 3 more strikers.
Well, they may turn around and say, look, Denver Mkamba is one such player who will get you goals out of nothing.
From the midfield.
Let's wait and see. But of course, you're quite right. It's only Valentine Kadonzo who is a striker, and maybe Keith Madera, left winger. The Chiwunga posting a long one, looking for a chance here. He was muscled off the ball, a bit too slow.
Yes.
But that was a golden opportunity. Mapisa was out of office, and that surely would have been an easy goal for Dimbare. Here, that is Leroy Mavunga. This one is taken away by Mchkambizi. Abubakar Moffat finds Innocent Zambezi, who gives away possession. Chiunga feels impeded, but there's a touch. It's cleared away once more by Dimbare. Mchkambizi. Zambezi giving away possession rather unnecessarily. Kasondo. His touch not good enough. And the notorious whistles from the Vietnam end have already started coming through. 34 minutes, 11 to go to the Oranges. Zambezi plays a long one forward. And Chiunga winning a lot of possession. He should start to make this a possession count. Jalai. He couldn't get past Mchambizi. It's picked up once again by Mwos. One out on the edge of the area. A chance here for Veremu. Over the bar. That was dangerous.
If any player who should have gotten that chance and bury it, it's Billy Veremu, who is the current top goal scorer in the land with 11 goals. I don't know why he chose for power when, for me, placement was going to be a better option. Look at that. There's 2 Dynamos players trying to defend that, and Veremu let's go off a shot that sailed over the bar, with Prince Tafremu maybe arguing that he had it covered, but Billy Veremu would have done better in that position.
Yes, he should have done a lot better. Free kick given to Dynamos, but Mwos are contesting it, actually stopping Dynamos from taking the free kick. And the Mandive must be careful. That could be interpreted as violent play, bringing down an opponent. The free kick is taken while the referee was watching the other way. And Mwos are not allowing their opponents to take a free kick. You're supposed to be free when you're taking it. Chiunga for Mutasa. That was a wrong decision by Mutasa. Instead of playing it infield, he flicked it to the near side. Throw in quickly taken. Martinez cross. Mshkambizi beaten by Pio. Kasondo running into space. I think this Kasondo boy may not be the sort of person who is always getting things right, but He's threatening, eh?
I agree with you, Stanley. I like the way he creates space for himself. And even his first touch for him is coming out as a good first touch for a striker. He creates space and he creates his own opportunities. I think I'm seeing a difference between him and Admeyang.
Indeed.
Yes.
And with better service, he might also be doing better. Leroy Mavunga brought down by Mchkambizi. Free kick has just been awarded. Dimbare. It's a free kick from the best part of 40 meters. It may not be of immediate concern to the goalkeeper. It depends on how well they take it. I can see Wisdom Mutasa and Martin Mapisa bellowing instructions on where he wants his wall to be. Wisdom Mutasa produced another good-looking one early on in this match. How well will he do this one?
Will he go for target?
It looks like he's going to go for target. And this one is blazed over. He must be disappointed with the effort himself.
Yeah,
Martin
brings in the question, who is our best free kick taker in the land? Maybe Walter Msona?
Still it's Walthamson at the moment. Jimbare are fighting for possession in the middle of the park. Mutasa finds support from his captain. Poor pass from the captain. This ball is taken back once again. Nyawa is fighting for possession in the middle of the park. Mchambizi trying to be showy, gives it away. Chiwunga for Mutasa. Back to Chiwunga. Flick through now for the hard running Kasondo. He's hecked down. Referee blows. That will be a free kick. Innocent Zambezi finding this young man here a bit of a handful. But that's Thomas Ruziwe, the Dimbare assistant coach. Innocent Zambezi trying to win that ball. Well, he was never going to get to the ball, but decided to bring down his opponent. Lucky that the ref is keeping his cards. He's in a very generous mood today.
Speaking of Dynamos coach Thomas Ruziwe, he's standing in for Kevin Kayundu, who we understand they've struck a deal with Dynamos to take over the Dynamos ship and possibly save it from relegation. And I think Kevin Kayundu is not with us today, maybe because of paperwork that still need to be done, because he's Zambian. Maybe issues to do with permits and all the formalities for him to take up charge of Dynamos.
Yes, indeed. This is a free kick to be taken by Chiwunga. Temptation. He clips it through. It looks good. Headed away. Picked up now by Leroy Mavunga's touch. Lets him down. Throw in to Mwos. The Panthers will be taking this one. Yeah, he must be worried about his young man on the far side. Leroy Mavunga has been getting a lot of possession, but his ball control skills are let down. Here comes Kasondo, drifting into the area. What a tackle from Nyabunze. Playing that one over for a corner kick.
Captain Nyabunze bailing out Lloyd Mtasa's Mwos. Otherwise it would have been trouble, because the Jairus Kasondo had ventured into the box. I think maybe pace might have outdone him. He had maybe a greater pace. He would have given us something. He's a very promising young man.
And also the technique. Once you beat the defender, you go across him, cut in.
Yes.
So that he cannot touch you, especially when you're approaching the penalty area. Here comes the kick once again, punched away by the goalkeeper. Jalai just sends it back in there, to whom it may concern. Headed away by Mchambizi, and is picked up by Mwos. And here's Jalai. He will be the first to arrive, allows it over the byline, over the touchline rather, for a throw, which will be taken from the near side here. How is he going to execute this one? Thomas Ruziwe with instruction. Kasondo. Jalai plays it through. Good defensive work there coming from Mwos, especially in the middle of the park. Push from Abu Bakar Moffat. And he's not happy with the decision. Atabanda stands right in front of the ball. Good defensive work from Valentine. Free kick to Mwos. Telmo Pio penalized. 4 minutes to the Oranges, plus stoppage time, of course, as Nigel Martina is asked to play the ball back so that the free kick can be retaken. And talking of the crowd, I think there's been a massive improvement with the crowd.
Yes.
They are in full voice, and the numbers have also gone up.
And the good thing is Mwos themselves command a sizable number of fans. So this is more of a derby. Of course, Norton are coming from 40 kilometers away in Norton. But still, I think it's a game that has the prospects of attracting a sizable crowd, which we are seeing this afternoon at Rufaro. Commendable applause to Dynamos. They also came in today to support their team.
Oh, yes, indeed. The fans have come out in full force. Mwos as well. And now a chance for Martina. He's pushed off the ball. A free kick in a dangerous position. That was a poor tackle from Jalai. Let's take a look at this one. Martina. And the Panthers have got a glorious opportunity. Looks like Biri Veremu is taking an interest in this one. Because if he can produce a belter, a curler to the far post, Tafremutsa will face lots of problems. There he is. That's positioning his wall well, so that you prevent a near post effort. And the Jalai knows all about these tactics, because the Panthers, the Panthers player has been moving the ball in a bid to avoid the Dimbare wall. Now we can have the free kick with 2 minutes to go. 0-0 the scoreline. Here's a chance now. Mshkambizi dummies. Martina! Just past the post. My word, that was a well-taken effort.
Well taken effort, Stanley. Of course, the referee says it's a goal kick. Yeah, I wonder if it didn't have any touch, whether from a blue or from a white shade, I'm not too sure. But it was a venomous shot, set-piece shot that was taken from the edge of the box by Martina.
Yeah, Nigel Martina can be a threat. And today is no exception. He could have easily gotten a goal there, but unfortunately, it sailed wide. Goal kick to come from Tafremutsa with a minute to go to the Oranges. Plus, of course, stoppage time. Messi Maimbo will soon be raising the board. Mshkambizi turning one way to find Valentine Katsande, who clips it through. Nyawa takes it away. Leroy Mavunga. Back to Nyawa. Kasondo easily beaten by Nyabunze. This is Abubakar Moffat, but Chiunga has won it. Comes back to Nyawa, who plays it through, looking for Kasondo. All he needs is a bit of support. Kasondo, he's a team player, but unfortunately he's not getting that much support, and the board is up. Only 1 minute of stoppage time. We've already played 10 seconds of that. The cross comes in, and Chiunga's effort goes out for a corner. Can they make it count and make this man happy? That's Thomas Ruzive. It's still 0-0. Dynamos and Mwos. World of Sport. Long one in there. And, this one bounces. Oh, well kept in play there by Martina. Such skill. Martina taking a bit too long and finally clears the danger. Now, here they come. Pio takes it away. Mutasa fighting for possession, doesn't get there. Now it comes back to Mandive, who was out of office. Billy Veremu running on the far side. In attendant is Magwaza for Dimbare. Veremu turns in field. Now Abubakar. Sliding tackle, but he wins it. It's played backhand into the middle of the park. Zambezi clips it long. Saved by the goalkeeper. My word, that was a sweeping move by the Panthers. They were unfortunate. Lloyd Mtasa nearly being given a present there. We've played 46 minutes. Referee says play on. There's a lot of faji-baji inside the box. Tafire Musa keeping Dynamos in the game here. The corner will come. This one taken away. Dynamos clear. And the referee blows when the first 45 minutes here to Faro Stadium. And I must say it's been end-to-end stuff, Joe, with both sides looking for a goal. But unfortunately, the goalkeepers and sometimes some good defending has kept the scoreline at this stage.
I agree with you, Stanley. I think we're seeing a different Dynamos this afternoon. They are fired up. They are inspired. They look like a team that is trying to make an effort to save their skin out of the relegation zone. But Mwos, of course, they've given as much as they've received from Dynamos. They've come up with their own threats in front of Dynamos' goal. Dynamos surviving even a header in the last minute of the first half. So it's a good game of football that we've seen this afternoon. A good crowd that is coming on either side. And maybe more is coming in the second half. But maybe a 0-0 scoreline at halftime is justified and fair.
I think it's justified because nobody deserved to go into halftime, with a deficit. And let's wait and see what they do at halftime. The respective coaches, Thomas Ruziwe and Lloyd Samaita Mutasa. It's time for us now to go back to the studio for halftime analysis.
Well, halftime then at Rufaro Stadium. Quite an intriguing game. It is goalless. The Dynamo supporters making themselves head there at Rufaro Stadium. But chances, I think you will agree, equal chances if you're just joining us. But we've got goals elsewhere. Right around the country. We will be keeping you up to date about the halftime scores elsewhere. But quite a balanced affair. And just to remind you that the two analysts, the two expert analysts from ZBC TV Sports who are with me, Ginola William Tingwa has focused 2-1 Dimbare. And Coach Bex Bekimpilo Nyoni has focused 2-1 Mwos. I've made it 1-1. We'll see. Kuti handi tsvimbo nedowe zvinowira kupi zvinoita 1-1, but that's the halftime score. And Ginola, your analysis, your reflections of the first half.
Yeah, I think Dynamo started well and they have given a good account of themselves here, of not conceding the entire first half. But I was impressed by Teomo Pio in the middle of the park. I think he's been doing some donkey work there. Yes, Mwos had some chances, Billy Veremu blazing it over the bar, and another free kick that was taken by Mushkambizi, the man they called Diziri, which was saved by the goalkeeper. Not much to write home about. No much chances there. I think you saw another chance by Teomo Pio that was saved by Martin Mapisa. It was a term of it according to me. So this match, if Dynamos continue playing the way they are playing, I don't think they will manage to win or score the 2 goals which I had forecast before the start of this match. And Mwos, they're also desperate for the 3 points if they are still gunning for the championship, especially considering that their arch rivals and other title contenders are scoring goals elsewhere across the country, and some are now leading, which is very, very dangerous for them. They might end up slipping out of the top 4. And for Dynamos, for them to survive, considering matches that are coming, Kwekwe and Greenfield, which they are expected to collect points. They should collect again today. So those 9 points might catapult them out of the relegation zone. Because remember, only 6 points, they will still be in the murky waters of relegation.
Right, so they need to move themselves. Remember, Mission Impossible 1, they need to do 11 episodes of that for them to survive relegation this year. Let me just keep you abreast of what is happening elsewhere. ZPC Kariba nil, Greenfuel nil. Yada nil, Triangle United nil. Simba Bora 1, Chicken Inn nil. FC Platinum 1, Scotland 2. Tel 1 nil, Manica Diamonds 1. Very surprising result there from Ascot. But we are talking about Dimbari and the Panthers, and Coach Bekim Pilonyoni is still here. Let's find out about his reflections for the first 45 minutes.
Yes, for the first 45 minutes for Dynamos, I think they defended very well. On the midfield, they seem to be doing well when they are on the midfield. But I think their main problem has been going up front, and I'm still worried. And after having watched them first half, I know that with the pressure which will be put on the midfield and defense, they might end up conceding a goal. And for them to be scoring, I think it's really scarce, because I think the last time Dynamos have scored was when they played against FC Platinum, and it has been a bit long for them to score goals. And from what I've seen in the first half, it seems there is not much we can talk home about, especially on going up front. And this Mission Impossible, to me, I think the mission is going to be possible for Dynamos to be out of the to be relegated. As I look at it, I know it's really a difficult something to be heard by the Dynamos fans. All Dynamos fans, if they were going to go on the field and say, let's get the results, they could have easily got them. But the players who are on the field, they are not really giving them anything. And I think for Mwos, they've done very well. They've defended very well, and also in midfield, they are dominating. I think they just need to improve, especially on their finishing. I think if they put a lot of pressure on Dynamos, Mwos will collect 3 points.
Well, those are the Felix Day of Coach Bex. Remember, he has tipped Mwos to win by 2-1. And I can tell you that, I did tell you that at Mandava, FC Platinum 1, Scotland 2. Well, Scotland scored first penalty converted by Walter Musona. Then FC Platinum equalized. And just beating the halftime whistle was Toro Timon Machope, who made it 2-1. So as it stands now, Maviravira are top of the Zimbabwe Premiership standings, unless something changes. But like I'm saying, as it stands now, Scotland are top of the standings. They're not top, are they?
Yeah, Simba Bora.
Simba Bora.
Simba Bora.
Was
okay, fine.
Simba Bora.
Corrected
Simba Bora
me.
are holding
Simba
on
Bora,
to say
Simba Bora have just scored. I'd forgotten that Simba Bora had scored. So just as soon as Scotland scored, Simba Bora scored. So Simba Bora still top, Scotland still number 2. Second, and Mwos number 3, and FC Platinum number 4. Those are the top 4 dogs there for vying for the Premiership title. And well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. We've got 3 games, and the game that we are bringing to you, we are back here. Of course, you will be with us on Sunday Sport. The game we're bringing to you, the students locking horns with basement club, the Gold Boys Kwekwe United. So that's the game we'll be bringing to you live in the comfort of wherever you are, in the sports bars, at home, in the motor vehicles. But yes, remember, you must pay the license to be able to view that. Yes, as we take a look at the highlights from the first half, Martin Mapisa, of course, former Dynamos goalkeeper, was in the initial stages the busier of the two there, Ginola.
Yes, he was the busier of the 2 goalkeepers. As Dynamos were trying to play, as you can see, they come up with another diving punch, punching it away from danger, which was a good goalkeeping from Martin Mapisa. Remember, he's a former Dynamos goalkeeper, and this is the free kick that was taken by Mchikambizi, and it looks harmless. and Tafire Musa, I think, almost made a mess of it. Lucky for him, the rebound was not taken well. It resulted in a corner kick. But with Dynamos scoring goals, I don't know. The surprising part is, even during this transfer window, they didn't even sign a recognized striker. They to go for these two Ghanaians. Some were joking that they've already made a move for Isak. Meaning the Swedish who is playing for Newcastle. This is refusing to train, but it's actually Muhammad Isaka. And I don't know why they are signing the Zambian goalkeeper. They've conceded 21 goals from 23 games, which is less than an average of about 1.9 goals conceded per match, which is not bad for a team that is.
But this one here, as we take a look at the highlights,
that was the free kick,
that was
free kick, yeah.
Yes, the free kick, and well dealt with there by Prince Tafire Musa, who I must say is a very good goalkeeper. I don't know why Dynamos have opted to. They've also got Tatenda Makoni, and they've signed Sitali Nyambe from Zambia, two dependable goalkeepers in. This guy here.
That was really a great save.
Yeah,
that's a great save. He was moving, yes.
Save.
Oh, yeah, it was
especially
moving.
From a header. Difficult to save.
Oh, yeah.
But the goalkeeper did very well.
Oh, yeah. Tafire Musa, top-notch goalkeeper. And Tatenda Makoni as well. Yes, the Dynamos number 2. Not bad. They brought in Sitali Nyambe from Zambia, whilst up front, they've not really fortified that. We've seen we don't know why Frank Agiamang, the man from Ghana, is not even on the bench, but we've just seen Jairus Kasongo trying to do things. But for a team that used to be abundant in scoring prowess, if you go back to the 70s right up to now, even before when Dynamos were formed, their prowess was scoring goals. From the days of Freddie Mukwesha right through Daniel Didi Ngobe, Ernest Kamba, you got Moses Chunga, Gift Geto Mpariwa, and so on, Edward Duduza Sadomba, and so on. But now they lack that scoring instinct. Right, so what happens in the second half? Remember, Mundi Kumbuke, that's Denver Mukamba. In case you don't know what his nickname means, that's Chewa for Remember Me. So if he does come on and wins the game for Dynamos and goes on to rescue them from relegation, they will be remembering him for a very, very long time to come, Denver Mukamba. But we don't know whether Thomas Ruzibe is going to send him on. What do you think, Shinola? Do you think now is the time for Mundi Kumbuke?
Yeah, he might not send him in during halftime, but sometime during the game, I'm sure, during the course of the game, I'm sure he's going to introduce him maybe around the 60-something minute, approaching to the 70th minute mark, because you need to give him 20 or so minutes so that we can see if he's still the Denver we know. Like, remember when I said that his last goal he scored in professional football was against Mwos at Ngoni Stadium. He was turning out for Scotland in Division 1. That was in the Northern Region Division 1 last season. So he might come back.
And what a goal that was.
Yeah, yes, it was a good goal, a good goal. Yep. So he might come back to hound Mwos again if he's introduced earlier.
Yep. We'll see if Mundi Kumbuke can come there, yes, and Coach Bex. The banners there at Rufaro Stadium saying something.
Yes, the message is very clear. The fans are not happy with the way Dynamos is being run. And I think even when we look at the players who were signed, we are talking of the players who were last minute signing for the window. With the situation Dynamos were in, we're expecting that the beginning of July, they should have just started registering those players by now. They should have really gelled with the other players and could have been in a position to say they understand each and play. And for today, I want to believe the coach, when you have got a player like Denver, why not just straight away from second half say throw him in from the Ghanaians? If they've shown that there is one or two who are very good, throw them in as well, and make sure that you try to make sure you push as much as you can and try to get that important goal and the 3 points.
Yep. Right. Okay. Let's see how the second half will unfold. 0-0, remember it was at halftime. It's now time for us to go back to Rufaro Stadium. We'll be talking to you at the end of the 90.
Welcome back to the second half here at Rufaro Stadium, where Dynamos and Mwos are fighting for 3 points here. It was 0-0 at halftime. It will be interesting to see what the respective coaches have said at halftime, and that can only be told by the way the two teams will play in the second stanza of this particular encounter. Dynamos players there making sure that everybody carries out the instructions as requested by the coach. The crowd is still in full voice, and the numbers, I must admit that it's a quite a large crowd for a Dynamos match, because of late, Joe, we've been struggling to get reasonable numbers for Dynamos. But today the fans, they've turned out in force, and they would like to push their team to greater heights.
Yes, and of course there's been some talk on social media where people have been motivating or calling on Dynamos fans to boycott the game in protest against the Dynamos leadership. But the crowd that we've seen today at Rufaro Stadium is actually a crowd that is encouraging, a crowd that is sending a statement to Dynamos players to say, guys, we are with you, we are behind you, let's get something out of this game and save ourselves from relegation. So fair crowd, fair play, Dynamos fans.
And I see Dynamos have introduced Ross Ngwenya, number 66, we'll make out who has been substituted in a moment or two, as Leroy Mavunga picks up possession back to Gwatidzo. They've lost possession again. And a free kick to be taken by Mwos here. Mchkambizi behind it, but he's being told to push it backwards. Valentine Katsande plays it. Abubakar Moffat tries, and this one goes out of play for a goal kick. And talking about Abubakar Moffat, the Mwos midfielder, he looks quite fit, and I'm quite happy with his performance in the first 45 minutes. It will be interesting to see if he can carry on like that, because he certainly is one player who can even make our national team richer. But Mchkambizi is here losing possession. Jalai racing across, plays it short, gets the return pass, comes back to Ross Ngwenya. Ngwenya backwards. Mtasa Chunga brings in a cross, it's overcooked. Over the bar, no problem for the goalkeeper. Better service surely will help Dimbare, because there are a number of players in the box waiting for a good cross, but unfortunately Chiunga's cross went over the bar.
You were talking about Abubakar Moffat Stanley. He is a 27-year-old midfielder, former Zimbabwe Youth International, and he joined Mwos from Spanish club FC Motril. So, well, he brings in that flair, that experience, and that grit. If you look at his defensive midfield play, he's quite solid, steady, and very physical. So, definitely protecting the Mwos defensive line.
Yes, Dimbare coming through now. Jalai losing possession. It's picked up now by Innocent Msiwa. And this one played into touch. That was Lloyd Mtasa who had the last touch. Wisdom Mutasa. Lloyd is the dad, sitting on the Mwos bench. Wisdom Mutasa once again. Nyawa making life uncomfortable for himself. Jalai turns away from his marker. And this one picked up once more. And the innocent Zambezi making a fool of himself. Play continues. Now it comes to Kasondo, who guides it backwards. Chunga. Will we see good service this time around? Again, it's overcooked. and just kept in play. Persistence pays. And these fans, I'm sure, are not happy. They're nervous about what they're seeing, simply because. And in the end, it's a throw in to Mwos in a goalless situation, quickly taken. Nyabunze still in possession. Nyawa comes for it, plays the ball into touch. And then the referee talking to Nyawa while the coach is also giving instructions to the Dimbare players. Atabanda brought down, but the free kick, the throw in is quickly taken. Nigel Matina. And in the end, Matina is the first player to be shown the yellow card. Nigel Matina gets the yellow card, the first one this afternoon, and confirming the. Can you confirm the substitutions for us for Dynamos?
Yes, Dynamos have pulled out Telmo Pio in midfield, and they're bringing in Ross Ngwenya.
Ross Ngwenya. In the back, and no support there for Kasondo, and this one is played into touch. Lots of anxious fans in the stands here. Here's a chance now for Magwaza, giving away possession cheaply. Veremu plays it through. Crucial tackle. Nyawa sometimes makes life difficult for himself and his team. Tried to play the ball back to the goalkeeper. It fell too short. But Magwaza was alert and clears the danger. Here it comes, and it's out of play. Goal kick to Dimbare. The Mwos fans are in full voice as well, clad in their colors here. Away in the away stand, that is the city end of the stadium here at Rufaro Stadium. There's a Dynamos player who is down. And I can see that he's riding in agony. Looks like Magwaza. There's some members of the Dynamo security just keeping a watch. Oh, fanaticism at its best.
These are the things we look for, Stanley, at a football stadium. You know, Dynamos fans showing their passion there.
Yes, indeed. Fans have come up with new ways of entertaining people here in stadiums, painting themselves in the colors of their team. And out of your picture, Martina and company just been summoned to the bench for more instructions. As Tafremutsa still holds on to the ball. It's played short. Kwatizo with the long one. Katsande heads it away. Mishkambizi picks up the ball in the center circle. Lays it wide on the far side. It's Innocent Zambezi. Nyabunze nearly slipped. He's lucky that it didn't happen. Matina tightly monitored. Ross Ngwenya up in the air. And he finally finds Mavunga. Leroy Mavunga is struggling with ball control. Here it comes once again. Leroy Mavunga penalized for pushing.
Oh, Dynamos are making a substitution. Valentine Kadonzo is coming in.
And Dimbare are making a change. Jersey number 4, Wisdom Mutasa comes off. And Valentine Kadonzo. That's an attacking change, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Coach Thomas Uzive showing his intent there that he needs more bite and more sting up front definitely looking for a goal, because Dynamos are definitely in need of a goal. Definitely in need of all 3 points this afternoon.
It's only service in the middle of the park at the moment that is lacking. That's where possibly if fit Denver Mukamba comes on, he could help their cause. Mchambi is winning possession. Martina turns away from his marker. The ball played through, and it comes to Nyawa, who finds Chiunga all the way to the far side, trying to get Kadonzo into the action almost immediately. And that ball played into touch. The Vietnam end wants to take over. Mwos are still pushing forward. Abubakar Moffat to Valentine Katande. On to Martina on the near side. Plays it through. Gwenya takes it away and all the way back to his goalkeeper, who clears it long, aiming it towards Leroy Mavunga. Kasondo is no match for Abubakar Moffat. Look at the dummy, turns away from his marker. To the near side here for Martina. And Martina plays it too early. That's for Tafremutsa. And there's going to be challenge there by Atabanda. But it comes up to Guatizo. And immediately gives it away. Mkambizi taking charge of the middle of the park alongside Abubakar Moffat. He comes back to Rosengwenya. Good turn away from his marker. Gwenya for Mavunga. Mavunga forward for Gwenya once again, who tries to turn away from his marker, and finally it's cleared away. Smiling faces, definitely enjoying what they are seeing from the VIP stands. Tako plays the ball. Kwatizo tries to cross. Chiunga temptation. This is Gwenya. It's a wasted effort. Another long clearance. Good header by Mandivei. Zambezi. Mchambizi turns away. Timbare coming through and a tackle from behind, bringing down the top goal scorer, Billy Veremu. And the referee, of course, will have to attend to this situation. Let's see how this kick will be taken. And the Mwos fans are in full voice as well, as Innocent Zambezi prepares to dispatch this one. It's a good looking one. Nyawa avoids the danger. Kadonzo beaten in the air. Veremu tries to shoot goalwards, and it's picked up by Tafremutsa. Mavunga. And the referee has lost his patience with Valentine Katande. I thought that it's Leroy Mavunga. We'll have a second look. And that Timbare trying to play the ball quickly. The referee brings it back. Yellow card on Valentine Katande. And it's going to be Guatizo confirmation of that yellow card. Long ball forward. It's in the area. Headed backwards.
I think it should have been a corner.
That should have been a corner kick.
I think it should have been a corner kick to Dynamos.
Oh dear. Why is this man making his life difficult unnecessarily? Tawanda Joe, Tafatwa Joe rather. Abu Bakr lays it through. This is Shkambizi. It's Dimbare. We'll have to contend with the midfield contingent of Mwos. Valentine Katsande recently booked. It comes back to Adhabanda. Martina on the near side here. He's running well. Did he keep the ball in play? He can't. And it's out of play for a throw in. Here's Gwatizo. And Ngwenya fails to control, gives away a throw in. Mwos will take it with Martina. Comes back to the near side. Abu Bakr, Moffat. The cross comes in. Easily taken by the goalkeeper, who finds Kadonzo Valentine. A lovely ball played through for Kasondo, who is yet to come into the game in the second half. Turns away from his marker. And are not on the same page with these co-attackers. Coolness from Abu Bakr Moffat. Flick comes through. And he slipped at the crucial moment. Still the ball is in play. But far side assistant referee has blown. Bit harsh on Mwos. I think it was still on the line.
Yeah, that is debatable. But of course, from our angle, we may not have seen it clearly. But the far side assistant referee calling it a throw in to Dynamos. That was Muroiwa Wirimai. Yeah. But well, we wonder if the whole circumference of the ball had crossed the line.
Unfortunately, the referee doesn't have the time. 1 hour played in this match here. As we see some players warming up here for Dynamos. One of them with ginger hair, Denver Mukamba, a very popular figure. Nyawa heads it back. It's easily taken away. Neatly taken down by Muzuri. Valentine Katsande. Moza left it through. The shot comes in and cleared away. Dimbare are defending. And Rosengwenya is brought down. Malvin Mutsuka is in trouble. Yellow card. The third yellow card to Mwos. And the Dimbare fans are creating a carnival atmosphere, singing themselves hoarse. It's only 0-0. It just shows you that they are hungry for success. These are fans who are reared on success. Their team suddenly struggling, winning only twice here to Faro Stadium on home matches. And their success has come away from home. And interestingly, Mwos are not very comfortable on the road as well.
Yes, and Mwos are making a change for themselves there. They are bringing in Salif. We want to see who they want to stand down. Looks like it's going to be Innocent Masiwa. Innocent Masiwa being prepared to come off for Salif.
Jambizi, a good chest down here. Lovely players we are seeing here from Moza. Valentine Katsande heads it away. And it comes on the near side to Veremu. And he can't get past his marker. Throw in to Mwos. Very close to the corner flag, and I can see the linesman's flag is up, and Innocent Basiwa calls it a day. And he has left the field already, so Salif can come in. Katsande. Here's Abu Bakr. Taken away once more. Some lovely play. Martina turns away from his marker. Not being given any breathing space at all, but again Mavunga not always watching. This one is given away. That's a long pass indeed. Neatly brought down by Kadonzo. Where is Kasondo inside the area? Mavunga brings it down. Poor control once again. Certainly struggling, the young man. He gets the return pass on the near side. Gwenya, past one man, takes on a second. Gwenya once again, still in possession. Chiunga does well to find Kadonzo. The shot comes in. Easily taken away by the goalkeeper, Martin Mapisa.
Good play from Dynamos.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
A good phase of play.
Here's Leroy Mavunga. Runs into a challenge, goes down. The referee says play on. And it comes back once again. Marvin Muzuka. Very, very active in the middle of the park. And the goalkeeper plays it to Salif. And the Jalai. And in the end, Dynamos will get a throw in. Some more movements on the Mwos bench. Where is the noise? What is the noise for? I can only imagine. I think they are seeing Denver Mkamba, Mundi Kumbuke.
Yeah, Denver Mkamba warming up and stripped off his track top. Yeah, so definitely Dynamos fans happy to see their prodigal son come back to the fold.
And Nyawa will be getting a yellow card.
Oh. Mwos are making their own change. I think they're bringing in Murambiwa.
Murambiwa will come on.
Chinotenda Mshambizi is going to be pulled out. Lloyd Mtasa, I think seeing that Dynamos are on the rampage, he may want to just at least get a point out of this, because the first leg of this game, of this fixture, Dynamos lost by a solitary goal to Mwos, a goal scored by Pokelo Cloud Mapoka, which sent Dynamos. So now Lloyd Mtasa playing his card, and similarly Dynamos on the other hand bringing in Denver Mundi Kumbuke Mukamba, who's coming in for Dynamos, and of course he's not a new face to Dynamos family, and Dynamos are pulling out Leroy Mavunga.
Yes, indeed, I think it was long overdue on Leroy Mavunga, but is Denver Mkamba ready? The referee has to stop play to allow Denver Mkamba, a one-time soccer star of the year. As per tradition with Denver Mkamba,
he lights up the stadium.
He lights up the stadium, but is he going to do something profitable for Timbari here? Confirmation of that substitution. Let's wait and see. Here's Martina, another exciting youngster. The ball is easily taken up now to Kasondo for Denver Mkamba. Slips it through for Kasondo on the near side. Looks like for Dimbare, anything that Denver Mkamba does is gold. This is a lovely chance for Kadonzo. Kadonzo inside the area. A free kick in a very promising position. This is where they now need the skill of Denver Mutikubuke Mkamba.
He has definitely come in, and his presence is being felt both by Mwos and Dynamos fans. Look at the exchange of passes that Dynamos made there, and he was snatched from behind by Abu Bakar. Abu Bakar too physical to the referee's liking, and he gives away a free kick to Dynamos in a very promising position. Can Dynamos capitalize?
My goodness, if they can capitalize, this stadium will be brought down. There is Chunga and Denver Mkamba. Martin Mapisa should know all about these players, because he is a former Dynamos player not long ago. The Martin Mapisa. Confirmation of Matthew Mrambiwa, who has just come on.
Yes.
Got a yellow card.
Yeah,
Is he the one
did.
who brought down Denver Mkamba?
Yes, he did. Yeah. No, it was not for the Denver Mkamba incident. Yeah. It was a previous incident.
This is looking dangerous. He tried. This one goes wide.
Yeah, you could see what he was trying to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, far post, top right corner, pocket it, and get a goal for Dynamos. Yeah, the idea was good. I think it's the execution that let him down.
Indeed, he needed more accuracy in his effort. Kasondo working hard, and in the end, Chiunga is penalized. And this free kick will be pulled back for Valentine Katsande. Nigel Martina taken away from him. Denver Mkamba. The ball goes out of play. Throw in quickly taken. And Kasondo was looking the other way. He wasn't watching. Not following play at all. Now Valentine Kadonzo. Jalai. Kadonzo. Jalai. Jimbare continued to play. Advantage play according to the referee. But this time around, he blows. And I can tell you, Mwos will be first to admit that, look, this is not the Dynamos that everyone else was beating.
Agreed.
It's definitely a different team.
Yes, agreed. We are seeing a different Dynamos today. But it's the Dynamos that had showed up late.
Yeah, could it be too late for Dimbare?
The unfortunate part about Dynamos, even if they win today's game,
It doesn't change anything.
it doesn't change their position on the log table, which is very unfortunate. They are trailing by 7 points to Manica Diamond, who are playing on 15th position.
Nyawa has gone down.
Second yellow.
Second yellow
Second yellow for Nyawa.
for simulation. The Dynamos captain, or the Dynamos vice captain, the captain is Jalai. Yeah, there's need for a bit of discipline on the players. Nothing is going to change. Jalai should know this.
Yeah,
Even the coaches,
No matter how many how many meetings you hold. Yes.
nothing is going to change. You are going to earn a yellow card as well. That's football. It's dogmatic. Whatever the referee says goes. So, Shadrach Nyawa calls it a day. Dynamos down to 10 men with 19 minutes to go.
And you understand, some of these yellow cards our players seem to earn. Some may not be justified, may be silly, you know. You are on the offensive, you are looking for a goal, you are desperate for a point, or for points rather, and then you just act, you know, let adrenaline run onto your mind, and very unnecessary. Look at him.
He should go. He
should
should
walk.
walk.
We should walk.
He should
There's
walk
no
for
need
an
to
early
engage the
shower.
referee any further. Shadrach Nyawa should know better.
He should
He
know
should
better.
know better. Captain Jalai reasoning with him there. There's nothing that is going to change Shadrach Nyawa. You just have to go for your early shower. Very unnecessary.
Let's see.
Yeah, you look at that.
Yes.
Certainly, football cannot be played without any form of contact.
Yes.
That was the slightest of contacts that anyone can see in a game of football. Shadrach Nyawa definitely earning yourself an unnecessary second yellow card.
There he is now. Even being consoled by Lloyd Mtasa, and the referee still waits for him to leave the field of play. I think there should be sessions in the country
Yes.
of teaching players
Yeah.
to know how to behave
Yes.
on the field of play.
I agree, Stanley.
Simulation.
Yeah. It also speaks of
is a punishable offense.
emotional intelligence on the part of the players.
Exactly.
Yes. How do you conduct yourself under pressure? How do you conduct yourself on the football play on the football playing field? Unnecessary second yellow.
Yes, it was. Here's Mapisa now playing it short for Nyabunze, who is going forward. Under challenge from Denver Mukamba. The referee has blown. Players should be taught to stop complaining.
Yes.
They're having a good spell, Dynamos. So there's no need to destroy that. And these
yeah.
fans, are also surprised.
That gentleman definitely won't be happy. He's a Man United fan and he's a Dynamos fan. Double pain. for him.
Nothing is going right for him. Here comes Zambezi now. Moffat. Abubakar. Under no challenge. Tries to play it through. Kasondo seems to have abandoned his attacking role. Debra Mkamba. And he was impeded. Now, free kick quickly taken. Ngwenya. 3 players in one spot. Not a healthy situation. They should be running into preordained positions. Here it comes now. Good control here from Mutsuka. This is Mutsuka this time. That was Billy Verem. Jalai stops him. Lovely play, Salif. Here it comes now. Mandive in attendance. Did they take it away? Valentine Cadonzo. Poor pass. Exposing Jalai, and everyone is upfield as Mwos take the ball away. Time running out for the home team Dynamos here. And the ball is taken through all the way back to the goalkeeper. But if all is said and done, jersey number 31 for Mwos, for me, is an outstanding midfielder. Marvin Mutsuka.
Yes, Marvin
He is a
Mutsuka.
star.
Yes, I agree with you, Stanley. Yeah, he's a very disciplined player. I mean, a very solid player. He's confident, good on the ball, and he can really show you what he wants to do. Yeah, one for the future and maybe one to have a decider on the direction of the league title.
Yes, as Ngwenya now plays it for Kasondo. A bit overcooked. Kasondo needs support. Nobody's with him. Plays it backwards. Confirmation of the scoreline. Jalai. There's Dimbare. Going through a good-looking cross in the center. Nobody home for Dynamos. Scrambled away. Chunga picks it up. Lots of possession for Dynamos. But can they make it count? That's the big question. And it's headed in the wrong direction. Just kept in play there. Here it comes now. Again to Mandikumbuka. A spill of the ball. And a penalty.
Penalty given. Abubakar Salif gave away the penalty. He was too physical for the liking of the referee. Penalty to Dynamos.
A penalty to Dynamos. You can see Tekshua Chinyama. He was desperate for this. But the goalkeeper has actually caused all the problems for Mwos on that occasion, Martin Mapisa.
He spilled the ball. Martin Mapisa spilled the shot from Denver Mkamba. Yeah.
And Abubakar Moffat muscled the opposing striker off the ball. Yeah, you have to sympathize with Mwos because if we had VAR, there would have been an opportunity to show it in various angles.
Yes.
And look at the Dynamos fans. They're expecting something here.
Perhaps a debatable penalty. Look at the shot there.
Yes.
By Mapisa. Abubakar goes in there to protect the ball. Just a thigh touch. Fine. Look, as a striker at times, as a striker, you may want to just play out.
This is what they're trained to do.
Yes,
He's doing his job.
Yeah.
Fooled the referee successfully.
Yes.
And the Mwos should just leave the spot kick because it's not going to change anything. But I must say that the substitute who came on, as well as on that occasion, Abubakar Moffat, I think it was a moment of madness. The Dynamos prepared to take a penalty.
But Mwos are better advised to let it go. Look, nothing is going to change. The referee has awarded a penalty, and the next thing that will happen is a penalty being taken by Dynamos.
And I can see the captain, Jalai.
He has buried one before.
Claims the ball. He's got enough skill. He wants to take it. He's giving it to Temptation Chiwunga. And the Vietnam stand is waiting. The bench is waiting. It's getting to the players that it's time now they start picking up points. Martin Mapisa, a former son of Dynamos, is between Dimbare and 3 points, but not yet. It's between Dimbare and the goal. Here comes Chiunga, stepping away a few yards. Referee Tafazwajo stands back. And he says, let's go. Chiunga scores! Dynamos have taken the lead. Temptation Chiunga.
A beautiful taken penalty.
That was a well-taken penalty.
Well taken.
Mapisa tried to dive in the right direction. And I can tell you the happiest man on that field of play is Tekshua Chinyama, a former Zimbabwe international, former Dynamos player, now the strikers coach.
Yes, he is one happy man there. We saw some interview that he gave to the media a few days ago where he was bemoaning the source of goals. He says he was working on it, he was working on the scoring abilities of his team. And today, of course, we see Dynamos being rewarded with a goal from the penalty spot. Dynamos are scoring their 7th goal of the season. 7th goal in 24 games for Dynamos. And 6 of those were their own, the goals that they created and scored. And there's a one own goal in those 7 goals.
Yeah, there's need for concentration. The fans definitely are happy. They are singing. They've been singing since the start of this game here. But can the Pandas come back? That is the big question. Lloyd Mtasa shook his head in disbelief when the penalty was awarded. Here it is. Chiunga sending it into the corner despite the desperate diving of Martin Mapisa. 1-0, Dynamos in the lead. If it ends like this, Dimbare will pick their first set of points in a very long time.
Yeah, it seems there's something happening on the Dynamos technical area.
Yes.
Yes, there's someone giving a yellow card. I think that's Dynamos substitute goalkeeper getting a yellow card. Maybe they over-celebrated.
Yes, I saw some of them actually going across to the far side.
Yes.
To enjoy with the crowd. The Vasgajo restart the game here. Some more changes from the Dynamos outfit. Here's Nyabunze. Plays it along the ground for Martina. Tightly monitored. He goes down under challenge. And it's a free kick to the Panthers. This is an interesting last, 10 minutes. Because Dimbare have just found the goal that they were looking for.
Good for Dynamos having found the goal that they were looking for, Stanley, but it's not good news for them in terms of the log position. Because Manica Diamond, who are one place above them, also are leading by 1-0. So they still maintain the points difference, the 7 points difference between Dynamos and Manica Diamond.
Well, they might turn around and say, look, it gives us a starting point.
Yes.
We might end up with a good run, so that at the end of the day, they will be able to climb away from the murky waters of relegation.
Yes.
Valentine Katsande and Abubakar Moffat behind the ball. It's a free kick in a very good looking position for Mwos. But can they make the most of it? Tafire Mutsa watching it very closely. How will they defend this one? And how will they take this free kick, Mwos? It comes from Abubakar. Martina can't control. What a save by the goalkeeper. Kwatizo clears. Tafire Mutsa has been the star of the show for Dimbare. That was a well-taken free kick. Although Martina failed to take it. Let's take a second look at it.
A nice control.
Nice control to the far post and the goalkeeper. Yeah. What a save.
Yeah. Fair play, Prince Tafire Mutsa, a good save. that would have brought Mwos back into the game, giving us the final 7 minutes, an interesting final 7 minutes of the game. Yeah.
Dynamos making a change. It looks like Chingwara is about to come on. Who comes out? Valentine Kadonzo. I think the script has changed. They need defensive players here. And Valentine Kadonzo, the substitute, has been sacrificed. They need big players who can fight for possession and keep it like this so that they get all 3 points.
Oh, Chingwara is an attacking midfielder.
Yes. But I'm sure because of his frame, they want players that can fight for possession. You can see where he has gone. Close to the defenders. Now they're playing with only one striker, Kasondo. Another push gives away possession. Free kick. About what? 12, 15 meters from the halfway line into Dynamo's half. Valentine Katsande clips this one through, headed away by Dynamos. And the shot comes in carelessly so by Abu Bakar Moffat, and
there was no need for Abu Bakar to rush that shot. Denver Mkamba is down.
He's down. He's calling on the medics to come and attend to him.
Is it game management?
It looks like. You can never put it past that Denver Mkamba.
He's seen it all. He's been in the football trenches for a while now.
He's been there for a long time, yeah. And he will take all the time in the world to get on the stretcher.
Yes.
Finally,
game management.
Actually, game management.
This is playing from your mind, playing the game, applying yourself mentally. Unlike what we saw, the second yellow card that we saw on Dynamos, unnecessary. And here is a player who's managing the game. And
another one.
Another Dynamos player on the ground.
Magwaza. And the Wolves now will have to assist in retrieving the ball from behind the net so that the goal kick can be taken by Prince Tafremutsa, who came up with a number of brilliant saves this afternoon to keep Mwos at bay. Thomas Ruzive could be the savior. It's a long effort. Nobody home because Kasondo had decided to and Tafremutsa takes it away to a round of applause from the Dynamos faithfuls. He clips another one, and for some reason Denver Mkamba is being ignored. Yeah, it doesn't reflect.
On the ground.
It's gone down again.
What are we watching yesterday?
Timbari are so desperate for their victory. They are going to do anything. But then the referee is in charge. He's going to give you 10 minutes of stoppage time.
That's one thing.
So they must be careful about this.
Yeah, that's one thing Dynamos have to be very careful about. The more minutes you stop, the more minutes are going to be added. Rather do business in the first 90 minutes and then we go home. And see that Mwos making another change.
Feremba comes on. With Valentine Katsande sacrificed. Lloyd Mtasa throwing in more attacking players. Everson Feremba is a striker. He has taken the place of a defender.
While that is happening, Stanley, we understand FC Platinum are being abused at home by Scotland. Scotland are leading by 4-1 at Mandava, meaning FC Platinum have suffered their first defeat of the season at the hands of merciless and cruel Stanza Ndiraya for Scotland.
My goodness me, that's unheard of. That is unheard of. I know FC Platinum lose matches, but they don't do that through by large score lines. Referee restarting play here. It will be a drop ball. The Dynamos players watching every move. 2 minutes to the 90. This is a good looking one, headed away by Chiunga. Out of play for a throw to the Panthers. Abu Bakr has been drafted into defense. This one is out of play. Dynamos will be happy about that. Their fans applauding every mistake by the opponent and every touch by their own players. Look at that. Confirmation of the scoreline at Mandawa. 4-1. Scotland leading. Looks like the Mavugo team has decided to take matters into their own hands here.
It's personal.
It's personal. Thrashing a team that has never been beaten by such a scoreline for a very long time.
And beating them at home for that matter.
At home for that matter. Here is Mutuka. Now it goes on the far side. Innocent Zambezi. Chunga. Chungwara losing possession. He goes down with a facial injury. The referee stops play. The Dynamos definitely winding down the clock.
The minutes that we're talking about, Stanley, the board is about to be raised. We are going to see no less than 6 minutes of additional time. What we are talking about for Dynamos players, do you waste time? Do you manage the game and see out the game, or you waste time, which time is going to be revised?
The board is up.
6 more minutes.
6 more minutes. Anything can happen. Here's Jalai turning away from his marker. Chance now for Ngwenya, who is going for the corner flag. Rose Ngwenya loses possession. Martina. Now Mwos are drifting forward. Sliding tackle wins it. Chiunga, score of the goal. And this will be a throw-in. And Vietnam has virtually taken over now with these substitute players. So anxious to see this through. The first minute is about to be played. 5 to go. Innocent Zambezi allows that one over the byline. Throw in. It's a goal kick rather. To be taken by Mapisa. Here's Nyabunza, the captain. Mwos are all alone in the middle of the park. It's a long one. Carelessly.
I thought there was a teammate on his left-hand side. Poor decision making, Stanley.
Yeah, some players are not yet used to playing under pressure. The atmosphere has become very hostile here. The Vietnamese stand is singing throughout. I mean, they are being joined by even the Mbara end. And it's intimidating for some of these young players.
Yeah, but at this level of the game, Stanley, you maintain a steady head. Make sure whatever you are doing is very assured, is progressive, and actually to the benefit of your team. There was no need to take a drive, trying to find a crossfield pass from that range, when there was a teammate who was running on his left-hand side, free and marked, and with acres of space ahead of him.
Dafremutsa to take the kick now. It's 1-0, Dynamos in the lead. 3 minutes to the end. It's not clever by Dafremutsa. It's not clever at all. You use this to take out this thing. You know, especially if the opponent is attacking and you want to slow down their momentum, that's what you do. But not when you are in control and you want this game to end without a change to the scoreline. Yes. They have to be very careful.
You know, you rather play the ball to a teammate and retain possession.
Exactly.
While play is in motion, as opposed to a stoppage. Because the 6 minutes that has been shown by the fourth official, it means minimum 6 minutes. It doesn't mean maximum 6 minutes. It means minimum 6 minutes of play. So definitely you are going to push up to more than 6 minutes of this game.
Yeah, it might
in
need
additional time.
because we may need 10 minutes to play the 6 minutes.
Yes.
This is one thing that the Dynamos players don't understand. And if their coaching department doesn't understand this, then it's unfortunate.
Then we have a problem.
They have to tell the players that, look, these tactics don't work. And if the referee is sick and tired of you, he's going to make sure that you don't get away with some mistakes that are usually waved on under normal circumstances. Here's a chance for Timbare to go forward. This one is played to Martin Mapisa by Ross Ngwenya. Timbare in possession. Innocent Banda for other, Innocent Zambezi for other Banda. Zambezi back to Nyabunze. The captain looks upfield. Plays it downfield. Headed away by Gwatizo. Chingwara gave up the chase. This one is taken away. Referee blows and gives Mwos a free kick. 1.5 minutes to the 6.
And the people shouldn't be surprised when you go beyond the 6 minutes that is on the board.
That is if the referee is brave enough. And they haven't given up hope yet. The Mwos fans. Famba Mwos, Famba, they say in the stands. Here's an opportunity now for Mwos to find a goal. Tafire Mutsa pushing his defenders upfield. Here's a set piece. Emphatically headed away. Mwos being forced backwards. And this one, Tafire Mutsa will take a lifetime to pick up this one. Even the Dibare players, they are now urging on their fans to sing. I mean, when you take a second look at it, you tend to sympathize with the Dynamos fans.
Yeah,
They haven't seen this for quite a long time. And now they're singing.
Yes,
themselves
their
hoarse.
song. Yeah. And the fans who had boycotted this fixture and watching on TV should be regretting. They should have been part of the story. They should have been part of the action.
I think next time they'll be here. 5 seconds. It's a long one. Played through. Banda for Mwos. Tightly monitored. And Gwatizo shepherds this one out of play. And it's over here to Faro Stadium. Jubilation for Dynamos. Utter disbelief for Mwos. This is unbelievable. They had gone for months on end without a day like this. We spoke to Ronald Gidiza's Banda just before kickoff. He was confident that something positive will happen. Thomas Zuriziwe was full of confidence as well. He said, today is our day. He didn't want to believe that they will be going down. And Joe, I would like to hear your thoughts about this 90 minutes.
This is Dynamo's second win since last time they won. And that was a game played mid-June when they beat Yada by 1-0. So a good win for Dynamos, good for their confidence, good for their spirits. And hopefully it's going to turn the corner for them. And we just hope it's not going to be late for them to salvage the season, because the teams that are above them also picking up points here and there. So a good win for Dynamos. We hope they keep the momentum and salvage their season. Good pictures that we are seeing there from the terraces. Dynamos fans back to song. We saw a different Dynamos today, Stanley, from the other matches that we've seen. Dynamos and Matsibaba, that's Ogege.
That's Romario
Msekiwa, yes. Leading the choir. And Dynamos players going to the Vietnam stand to acknowledge the fans.
You can't help but sympathize with them. It hasn't been happening for a very long time. And, well, look, we'll be talking to the coaches. And Joseph here will be describing the events.
All right. Yes. Good afternoon, yes, Stanley. As we see the goal there that came in from the penalty spot, that was scored by Temptation Chungwa of the penalty spot. And of course, the penalty kick that was awarded could have been reviewed, could have been given, could not have been given, but that doesn't matter anymore. The Dynamos got the penalty and they scored, bringing the Dynamos family back to their happiness. Is it back to glory days for Dynamos? We wait and see. Dynamos fans, Dynamos players going to the far side to acknowledge their fans who came in full voice. And of course, on the other side, Lloyd Mtasa and his boys consoling each other. What this means is the first leg that was played in Norton, Mwos beat Dynamos by a similar scoreline, 1-0, and Dynamos today returning the favor. What we want to see now is, can Dynamos maintain their form? Can they continue winning as they did today? Albeit from the penalty spot, but that will not matter anymore. As we see that Dynamos saying, Rossi Ngwenya trying to weave his way past, but he was dispossessed. Good game, fair play to Dynamos. Beautiful play, beautiful exchange of passes there, and Demba Mkamba being impeded by Abu Bakr Salif, and of course a free kick was given, which was taken very well, but keeper was equal to the task. As we go now to the touchline to Stanley Katsande, who is now with Thomas Ruzive. You can take it over, Stanley Katsande.
Oh, congratulations, coach, winning 1-0. But I tell you, we would like to hear your thoughts about the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, of course, the guys responded very well and they played very well. But in the last 10 minutes, they were losing concentration. Maybe I think where we are coming from, I think that was the problem. But overall, they played very well and responded very well, and they were ready to go from the onset.
And do you think that you have now turned the corner? We could start seeing Dynamos picking up points on a regular basis.
Yeah, indeed. But this win, I think this is the turning point, boys. It will improve the confidence of the players.
And what can you tell the fans, the Dynamos family, from now on? What they would like to hear something from you.
Yeah, as I alluded earlier on, they should keep supporting the guys so that they will get the more energy to fight relegation.
What sort of weakness did you actually spot from the Mwos side?
Yeah, I think the Mwos side were poor in defending. They were poor in defending. Yeah, they are good side, but they were today. I don't know, because they were the clumsy at the defense.
Congratulations, coach. Indeed. That was the Dynamos coach for the day, Thomas Ruzive, who managed to guide Dynamos past a top team in Mwos, who were beaten today by 1-0. Samaita, well, you started off quite well, going to half time 0-0. Come into the second half. Where did you get it wrong?
Yeah, such is football. We could not score, and if you cannot score, you cannot win matches. And we say good luck to Dynamos, tough luck to us. We regroup and start again.
And looking at the system that you used today, I was talking to the Dynamos coach. He seemed to say that, look, we had opportunities, getting past your defenders. The three-man defense, you still believe it works?
I cannot say something that has been said by another coach. I need to give him respect. Maybe he knows better, but I think we have been doing such. And if they had created chances, if ever they've created chances, then it's good for them.
Your final word to the Mwos family in brief.
Yeah, I think this is football. They've seen it. They were here. They've seen football, and we need to regroup and think about tomorrow.
Thanks very much, coach. Better luck next time. Welcome. That was Lloyd Mtasa. Well, expressing his thoughts. It happens in football, and he hopes that they will be able to regroup and get better results next time. Let's cross back to the studio. I'm Stanley Katsande.
Yes, so Dynamo Dimbare get a victory after a very, very, very long time. So Mission Impossible 1 a success. Remember, They've got 10 more to come to emulate Tom Cruise and his co-actors in the famous Hollywood film movie franchise, as we saw the penalty by Temptation Chiwunga there. So 1-0, but it really doesn't do them much, because the other teams, as I'll be giving you the result just now, the other teams at the bottom also won. But quickly, let's get the closing thoughts of Shinola William Tingwa, who got it all wrong because he had 2-1 for Mwos. Shinola.
I'd say Dynamos will win by 2-1. Yes. But it's not going to be of any significance because of the teams who are closer to the relegation zone also picking up points. But it's a starting point. They travel to Kwekwe next after the Chibuku Cup and then Greenfield. So if they pick 6 points, those 6 points is critical.
Yes, critical. Of course, let me just quickly, before we go, give you what happened elsewhere. ZP ended goalless. Simba Bora 1, Chicken Inn 0. That one is over. So Simba Bora still on top. FC Platinum 2, Diamonds 1. And tomorrow, of course, Highlanders host Ngezi Platinum, Bikita Minerals host Caps United, and the game that will be bringing you will be from Rufaro Stadium. Rentals taking on the Gold Boys, Kwekwe United, the students hoping to fly past again. But we'll have to wait and find out. That just leaves me to thank our 2 experts, Ginola, William Tingwa, and Coach Bex, Bekim Pilonyoni. It's always good when these guys are around. And the last thanks, last but not least, you there, because you make this shows what they are. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. From everybody from the ZBC TV sports crew behind the scenes, fronted by our producers, Bevan Shinurai, Stuart Shoriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura. Yes, we say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until we meet again tomorrow, it's bye-bye for now.